I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression June 25th, 1995. As I was laying there in that emergency room and I had 4 doctors around my bed discussing my condition, I just wanted it to end. I wanted it to be called something, anything, just to get the craziness to end. I wanted just a pill to take, something, just to get it to stop. But it's really not that simple. I wish it was. I wish it was that easy to make it quit, to make it all go away, but it's really not. What's really so sad about all of this is that I knew a long time ago that there was something wrong. My first trip to the counselor's office was in 1986. 9 years before I actually was diagnosed. I had gone to see a counselor before then. So it wasn't a big surprise for me to go, oh, okay, something's really wrong with me. By this point, I had 3 children, and I was on the way out of my 3rd marriage. Sound surprised? Not really, especially if you've dealt with this illness too. You're not surprised either, because this marriage is a homewrecker. It ruins marriages, it ruins families, and it tears apart children and parents. So when I was laying there in that emergency room and waiting to be diagnosed, and these 4 doctors were standing around talking about me, talking about what had been going on in my life, I wasn't surprised. I just wanted it to end. I wanted them to give me a pill. But that pill, well, for a while it helped, and some things, in some ways it did help. And medication is a very real possibility and very real part of the mental health process. There's so much more to it than that. It's the diet, it's what you eat, the exercise that is so very important, and therapy. I'm not talking about going to a gym. I'm talking about counseling. Sitting down with your counselor and talking about what is going on in your life. What brought you here? The DSM-5 now says that there is a direct correlation between what happened to me as a child, the trauma, the abuse, and that diagnosis on June 25th, 1995. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised now, and I wasn't surprised then. I wrote a book on my journey. It's called Bipolar Disorder Doesn't Have to Be Depressing. How you get that book is going to be in the links in the comment section. And I'm going to be talking more and more and more about that in the weeks to come, in the days and the weeks to come, about my journey. And how I finally reached a point in my life to where I can say I honestly live a pretty successful life in spite of all of that. In spite of that diagnosis. Is it gone? No. But I manage that illness. It doesn't manage me. And you can too. Isn't that fabulous?